Welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei III. Last time we got the Masakados, which gives us a magatama that holds ultimate power and nullifies all except for Almighty. However, we will be using the Kailash to get the skills from this magatama. So, we're on floor 402, and there's a way to the right and up forwards, I guess. Okay, let's talk to you. Oh, I guess I can't because it's full. Oh wait, any one of you come to Mama? What the? Here I come! What? Don't take me seriously. I'll give you a manicure in your own blood. So you'll die before we hit the salon. I didn't know you could do that. Well, I guess you're gonna die, I suppose. Oh, so another one came and I said waha, and now she's my slave. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Is it really that easy? You just say waha? You nullify light and dark and strong against magic. Very nice. None of the mitamas actually come with Makakaja within them by default. Yeah, none of them have Makakaja. They have Tsukukaja and Tarukaja, but nothing of importance really. I mean, you can get Makakaja if you level up, but do I really want to do that? Maybe. Okay, so we get a level up for the main character who will learn Megado, which could have some value. Repel Magical isn't necessarily the most useful anyways, it was just kind of there. Next will be Tetrakarn, which will also be replaced, but we're just going to keep going down the list until I get something good. So this bird wanted a life stone, and now he wants to join me, I guess, so I guess I will, just to see what he actually has, because I never actually looked at your skills or anything like that, but you're definitely like an ice type of creature anyways, so let's just see what you're all about. Mabufudine, Ice Boost, and Wing Buffet with Anti-Physical. Because you're a wilder, I can't fuse you to get an arrows here. If I really want to do that. I mean, I don't know why I would, but I could. I got an Eros from that fusion with the Nue and the Hresvelger. And since I can get a Flamus that can level up to get Makakaja, what I can do here actually is purposely level up. So let me get to Makakaja, and then I will fuse you into a Mitama and then give you to Lilith with Ice Boost probably. So now Raito will get his final skill, which is called Jiraiya Dance. So let's see what this does. Oh, and a Strength Boost, which is very nice. So what Jiraiya Dance does is high almighty damage to all foes. Let's get rid of Endure, because he's not the main character, so he can die no matter what. So now I will have Makakaja, very nice. So I leveled up the Eros and Flamus a couple of levels, and now they can have 4 entire skills here. So what I can do is Mabufudine for ice damage to all foes, Ice Boost, Mana Refill, and, last but not least, Makakaja. Check this out. So we have Mazundine Electric Boost, Mabufudine with Ice Boost, and Makakaja. Fire Boost, Hellgaze, and Allure will be replaced by her later skills, but this is a very powerful magic ally now on our side. I basically condensed everything into a very short time because the grinding did take me about 10 minutes to form the actual video of the beginning part, but all of that will be cut out. But now we have a very wonderful team that we will be carrying to the top of the Tower of Kagutsuchi. Now let's get started, shall we? Now, first things first, there is actually a door to the right here, so let me try going inside and see what happens. Okay, so there is a lot more doors, but let me test out my brand new team. So first things first, Daisoju is technically the second fastest, but we'll have a Makakaja with Daisoju here, and Lilith can show off her powerful electric damage right here. Let's go. So already we have very powerful damage just like that. And of course, Nyx also does benefit from the electric or Makakaja boost as well. But I am considering fusing someone else with Nyx, simply because Nyx kind of doesn't know any better skills at this point. And what I can do actually, is have my Bishamonten, who is very powerful, yes. I am tired of climbing. Oh, good for you, buddy. Because I can actually fuse my Nyx and the Bishamonten to become those enemies we just fought, like the ladies that float in the sky, who are weak to lightning. Anyways, that would cost a lot of Maka though if I wanted to get the Bishamonten back, but I do have plenty of Maka to go around. It's you again. I've decided to follow Fudumimi's will and create the world of mannequins, so I came all the way here just to tell Kagutsuchi, make it. But there's a problem.
Yes.
I can't think of a reason. Oh yeah, this is the guy from the Great Underpass, isn't he? Right before you fight the Matador for the first time. Very cool that all of the mannequins are just here now. So, that's basically the east wing of the Tower Kagutsuchi. Floor 402, of course, not really every other floor. Now we should probably head up the stairs here and see what you have to say. There's a mantra demon up ahead. He might hit us with his hammer if we get near him. Hammer, huh? That sounds like it'd be physical, which you do know I do have some physical here, so... Ongyo Ki, he can block physical. Of course, that is assuming that the hammer isn't, well, you know, almighty, which can't be blocked. But, let's see what's at the end of the hallway. Is it just... Oh, it's Thor!
I didn't imagine that we would meet here.
Why, Thor?
I imagined that you would become this strong. But in your case, I should have expected the unexpected.
Unfortunately, I don't have anyone that nullifies lightning, so...
Do you remember me?
Yeah, of course I remember you.
I remember you.
Yeah, we were at the Tower of the Mantra. Ikebukuro,
and Thor.
I believe what it's called.
Our paths have not crossed since the fall of the mantra.
Yeah.
It seems that you and I have different objectives in climbing this tower.
Yeah. You're probably trying to withhold, yeah.
I must annihilate you.
Of course you're on Chiaki's side.
The world of Yosuga shall be built upon your lifeless body. Prepare to meet your doom.
Let's refight. This'll be fun, actually. I'm curious, are you weak to wind or no? Last time I remember, you were actually not weak to anything, so... what I should do is raise my evasion. And I believe everyone here is actually resistant to magic, except for Ongyo-ki, but he doesn't really matter. But what I can do is just pass and then get my other teammates to set up. So let's just go with Makakaja here, and then we're going to go for Nyx to do probably a repel magic, yeah. Because what we're going to probably do is just do some simple setups. Now, I don't really have any war cries or anything like that unless I bring in Raito, so we're just going to keep boosting our stats normally. I can also debilitate with Nyx as well. Yep. So that is blocked and it cuts his turn off completely. So we're going to keep raising our physical attack. Now, assuming his resistances don't change whatsoever, I should be fine to use physical. So let's just keep buffing. And then Nyx can just keep going for Makara Carns, because there is literally no downside to doing it, other than cutting off his turn. And we'll test out a normal hit, because Ongyo-ki blocks physical if he does reflect it. Perfect. Yeah, he's completely useless if we just block all of his lightning moves, so that is very nice. The most scary part, though, is when he manages to get an attack off and he paralyzes us. So, that would be terrible. However, as long as we don't let him attack with magic in the first place, it'll be completely fine. Now, Nyx can just keep going for Makara Karn, and then we're going to go for a Spiral Viper next turn, assuming he doesn't do any catch Karns or anything like that. There we go. Now let's go for one final Terukaja for the limits, and we're going to go for a Spiral Viper to see how powerful this will hit. Boom! A lot of damage. But unfortunately, it's not nearly as strong as I would hope so. So what I need to do is on the next turn, I'm going to probably replace either Ongyo-ki or someone else to lower defense. But I think someone probably can lower defense in this team, but I'm just going to focus here. We don't need to lower his defense, because I have Ongyo-ki as well with a lot of Terukajas. Oh.
Didn't expect this.
What, are you almost dead already? Dragon Eye, okay, phase 2. That was quick. He's going to keep going for... Oh, he's going for physical now. Okay, who does he hit? Not me, hopefully. Oh, it's perfect. Literally perfect case scenario. And there is the unfortunate reality that he can just debuff me at any time, at any moment. So what I need to do now is I can actually just lower his stats completely with Debilitate instead. But now what's going to happen is I need to Dekaja you, And then we're gonna go for a magic mirror. So let me just find that. There we go. So now his stats are lowered, and all he can do is try to buff. But I definitely need to change out Lilith for someone else, which does mean she will lose out on experience, which is kind of what I don't want to do, but it has to happen because he's just going to keep on attacking and doing a lot of damage. So, do I have focus enabled? Probably not, but I can just raise my defense, and then we're going to bring in someone else. So, the best case scenario is probably someone who would resist physical. I'll bring in Rhino, simply because he resists physical. And now then, yeah, you have Almighty, and I also have Provoke. I don't want to do anything just yet, so what I will do is gamble for the crit. Okay, I missed the crit. Anyways, I guess what I can do instead is go for a Tetrakarn to repel physical this turn, because then his lightning attacks will literally not mean anything if he can't even hit me. So, as long as he just spams his electric moves, it'll be okay. Yep, Wakakaja. Nyx resists, so she should be okay, yep. So no matter how many lightning moves he'll use, we will dodge and we'll be perfectly okay. So, what I need to do is give Nyx a Soma for a full MP and HP recovery. There we go. Now, we're not really doing any damage right now, but what I can do is greatly lower your defense. And since you have an attack buff, now all I need to do is Tetrakarn. Because attack only affects physical moves, so as long as he doesn't have any physical attack, we're good. So let's also buff our own attack as well, so I can now start going for Focus into Spiral Viper with a Gamble Crit to probably extend my turn for more buffs. Okay, speaking of debuffs, I guess, I need to debuff him now, because now he no longer has the defense down. And I'm paralyzed now, but it doesn't really matter because, as we've seen, he cannot capitalize on it anymore. But this does mean that now, because he lowered his debuffs on himself, what I can do is do this so that he now is forced to either debuff me or debuff or cleanse himself, basically, while I have a simple Tetrakarn here to block any physical attacks. So now his attack buffs, despite being maxed out, do not matter whatsoever in the slightest. So let's see what happens. Yep, more magic attacks. Bolt Storm, that's fine. He's still doing very little damage because I resist. Dekunda. Now, does he do Dekaja? That is the question. Will there be Dekajas? No? Perfect. So is your focus enabled? He does have focus. So what I can do is Dark Sword. Nice, good damage. Well, actually, it's not the best, but we'll take it. And we'll go for a Spiral Viper. Any crits? Oh, we killed him. Perfect. We beat Thor.
Ends here.
So unfortunately, no levels for my Lilith, but I can always just fight regular enemies, and we get a level up 86 to the main character to get Tetrakarn. And I will be replacing Megiddo for that, because almighty magic damage can't really use if I have low magic.
My powers are no match for yours?
That's correct. You have way less HP than I thought you would, compared to the army of Ganondorfs from last episode.
Even so, our leader will certainly build a strong world of Yosuga.
That's unless I stop her.
Even though I die here, Yosuga is...
And he's gone. No matter how cool he is, I've defeated him regardless. So this means I can probably fuse Thor now, right? Because that's usually how it goes with every other demon. Or boss, I should say. Is the Hammer Demon gone? And he gets new dialogue if you beat the boss. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get the Bishamon 10 and the Nyx to have a brand new Rangda, who will have Debilitate, Dekaja, Makarkarn, Tetrakarn, Tarukaja, Fire Boost, and Prominence, which can, of course, also have some skills replaced as well. So let's do it. I also registered Nyx and Bishamon 10 already into the compendium, so this will be a very perfect fusion just to have, and if I need to bring them back, I can always just spend a lot of Maka that I have an abundance of that will never be spent on anything ever. So I fused a few of the Magic Mitama and also the Vitality and Agility Mitamas, so her stats should be a lot higher. Let's test out this team. Perfect to test it out on, so let me just go right to the Ragna's team, or turn. Let's go for a Makakaja. Nolith can also go for a Makakaja as well. And let's see how much damage you can do with a very powerful hit. So we have Prominence, which I don't know if any of you resist fire. Probably the middle one, actually. But who cares? Ooh, 700 damage, just like that. That's very good. Now, of course, I don't really need to show any of this anymore, but I'm just going to Sparrow Viper, and then we're going to move on, because that is our new teammate. There seems to be another... What is this, a block puzzle here? Oh, I'm teleporting. Oh, okay, so I need to figure out the right path. Okay, so let's head to the right this time, and it also teleports me. Okay. Oh, so I'm here now. Where actually am I? Oh, I'm way over here. Let's talk about this guy. What's going on? I'm back here again? I'll never make it a Lady Chiaki side at this rate. Let me check my map. Oh, I literally did the same exact thing. So this is going to be one of those teleportation mazes where you just gotta find out the right path to go, huh? Alright, so let's just go here then, and there seems to be a dead end here, which is actually a dead end. It's not a teleportation spot. Have I been here, actually? No, it just looks very similar to a very weird spot from a previous floor, where it was kind of like a linear path, and then it just teleported me before I could actually, like, go anywhere. So, that tile right there... Oh, it actually shows up on the map. Yeah, that tile right there is what takes me back here. So as long as we check the map after we progress, we should be able to be fine to avoid any previous tiles we've already landed on. Anyways, okay, so there seems to be a warp point right there, so I don't want to step there. We don't want to go left just yet. We can probably go left here, but we can also check out what's over here as well. There seems to be a combat encounter. Okay, there we go. So this is a warp point as well. Does it take me back? Oh. It just takes me literally back a few steps, so okay, I guess we'll go this way instead. And left is a bait. You do not want to step over there, because there is clearly a warp tile. So we're going to go this way instead, which will warp us somewhere. And we are here now, which is actually a brand new spot, so we're actually not in any backtracked area. Yeah, lots of enemies for some reason, so we get a lot of experience from that, and a couple of chakra drops and all that. I'm very glad I actually did replace my my Bishamon 10, because he only had, like, Prominence and a physical move, Sohapa, I believe is what it was called, which would not be able to be used against the Ragnos, because those all block physical, and these guys also resist physical as well, so having a full magic team for this segment is actually very nice. As you can see, pretty solid damage across the board. So I know that this path probably leads to nothing, but I'm just gonna walk here anyways, just to see where this teleports me. Is it back at the start? It is, so I'm gonna meet you back over here. So now we're back at exactly where we left off, so let me take this path. It might be actually mirrored, so I wonder if the middle path is actually where you need to go. Never mind, it's not mirrored, because that would have taken me back if it was mirrored. So let's go down this path instead. There is a lot of corridors, which probably lead to completely nonsense. And also this teleporter here, which, takes me to another new location. I'm very curious where all of this leads, because right now it's very nonsensical to me. So let's try out the middle path instead from, well, I can't go to the middle, but I guess it technically worked out, because we are in a new zone area. Never mind. Okay, we get the cash cube, and we're at the half kagutsuchi, so it doesn't really matter. 20,000 Mako really makes up for the Mitamas I spent into all of my demons. So, I guess go here if you want it. So we're gonna go back, I believe. Will this take me, yep, back to this zone. I'll go save so I keep all my experience, and I'll just go back. Level up for Lilith on the way back, and we get Mana Drain potentially. Do I want this? Drains MP from one foe. Well, it's better than a lure, I guess. Or Hellgaze. Yeah, I'll get rid of Hellgaze. And next will be Hellfang. So I wonder if that's a physical move, which means Tarukaja might actually be pretty nice. Okay, so let's actually go this way again, because there was another path we could go. That was this way, up north. So this should also have a warp zone somewhere, maybe here, or... No, I guess. So I guess I can go this way. Oh, when we get a level up for the main character. Okay. Let me just boost up my luck. And we get Fry Kugel. Almighty damage to one foe. Bye-bye, Sparrow Viper. And next is Megadola, which I don't really care, but let's let it continue. And I'm cursed. Well, I hope I go the wrong way. Alright, so we want to go left this time, and then there's probably this path right here, which will lead to a teleport zone. And... Ooh, so this is actually a new place for some reason, but it doesn't really lead anywhere, unless there's like an invisible floor somewhere. Oh, there's a warp zone. And that leads me here. I can also go backwards if I really want to. So that's probably what you need to do. It's like one of those fake outs. And no, I'm actually back here, which means I can move this, right? Yeah, so now that is a shortcut, so I no longer need to take that maze again. Unless I want to get all the rewards, which I will probably do off camera. So let's test out Freikugel, shall we? Let's just use it on this girl right here. And... boom, 554 damage without any buffs. They used a Tetrakarn here. So what if I just hit him with Freikugel here? It still works. That is huge. Now technically, I guess this does mean I no longer need Bolt Storm, considering that I don't need to worry about physical resistances anymore, since I have Almighty. And we get Rangda to level up, and also Daisoja to get Strength, I guess, and you get Strength as well. You get Mana Refill, which, I don't need Stun Claw, it's low physical damage. And even though it does benefit from Tarokaja, we're not going to be using Tarokaja. Mana Refill has way better utility. So let's listen to Rangda and what you have to say. Yeah! Nourish yourself with this! And I got an Amethyst. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it, sure. So I found how to get to the chest. So all you need to do is end up in this area here. And you just walk up and you just avoid every other teleportation spots. I got the chest here. We got a life stone. Not worth it. I'm just gonna go progress then, I suppose. Wow! Alright, I pretty much explored the majority of this zone, except for like this corner right here, but I'm pretty sure that leads to nothing. I think I got everything that I needed to. So, let's go up the elevator. Glad I did all that off camera, huh? Whoa! Yeah, there was a chest, didn't really have much, but like a few life stones and all that. And a cash cube, which I got before already, which was like 20,000 Maka or whatever, which you've already seen on camera. I saw Kagutsuchi from the path straight up north. Goddamn arrogant disco ball. Lady Chiaki is much more elegant than you. You don't like disco balls? Oh well. Let's see what's through here. Is it more warp zones? But it doesn't seem like it, but I do see some door. Oh, it's dark. Well, Pisaka, you're up. Let's use a Lightoma, and probably a Liftoma as well. Just in case... Any new enemies? No. Okay, but it is a one-way door, actually, so this is another light. What is this doing here? Did I find the way to go, like, immediately first try? If so, that's crazy, because that's not the first time I did that in this tower. So let's see what's down... Oh, it's not stairs, actually. It's just light above a pit chasm thing that could probably kill me. What's this? Whoa! It's one of these, isn't it? Well, it's a new place, and that's definitely a one-way door, so let's actually go this way first. Whoa! So this is a pitfall, right? Oh. There's actually nothing here. Well, time to go through the door, I guess. So this door, one way, definitely for sure. Whoop, it's a warp zone. Very surprising. And it takes me to an S-terminal. Very nice. I do love my save stations, especially after getting some new skills and level ups and all that. So, I can't say no to a lovely spot here. But, let's see what else is here. So, that one door is literally just to the warp zone, which is very nice. I do, in fact, have a Liftoma, so going through here is actually fine. And there does seem to be a way over there, actually, so let me go there first before I do anything over here. Or over there. Oh yeah, I knew going over here first would actually be a good idea, because there are some doors over there. Oh, I I guess this guy's here too. Alright, so there's 3 doors, which means the left one obviously is going to take me exactly where I want to go, right? Well, they all seem to lead to the same... Oh, is this a teleport? Yes, it is. I knew it. And it takes me to the safe station. So let's see what is over here. That's another door, probably one way. Damage tiles there, which is probably just a shortcut, I suppose. But we're gonna ride up, which should take us to another one of those pitfall areas. So this will just let us walk across, and there seems to be not multiple ways to go, actually. It's just one way. That seems to take me... okay, so it's gonna go around, huh? Where to go first, though? That is the question, because one of these is gonna have a warp tile, right? Yeah, that one will drop me, which I don't want to do just yet. I guess I'll have to go there. I can't go back, apparently. So, now I'm here, which is a new place, actually, so it's not all that bad. Thank you for my Estome actually working there, so I don't have to go into an enemy encounter. This is a one-way, which will take me somewhere, probably. It's a cash cube over there. That takes me to the save station. Okay. I'll just go right then. So, yeah, this is good. Alright, okay. So... lots of these, like, magma cube tiles, which look very pleasing, actually, to the eyes. They look really cool. Whoa! This looks like it's a warp zone or something. No, it's not. Okay, I'm just crazy and probably paranoid that I'm probably gonna miss something, and I definitely will. But there's a... there's a place to go up here. So, this one will be a little different than the other ones, I suppose. So this will take us to another split path yet again, which this one does not have one of those light tiles, which means this side should, because that is the only way to go. So, okay. Anyways, as I was saying, oh, I did not see the left path there. This is definitely a pitfall though, right? Yep, okay. So the other place probably just took you all the way back over. Oh well. That's a warp zone. I did not check the map if I've actually been there before. Unfortunately, but I think it was here, maybe? I don't know. Huh. Stumble around until I find something new, which this path I have not gone to yet, actually, which does take me to another lift area, actually, so maybe this is where I need to progress. I will say, it's actually... that's bright. This does look different than the other places, and this looks like a boss fight, actually. The top floor is up ahead. If you want to see Kagutsuchi, you need to offer the 3 stones to it. The stones are proof of reason, so each leader should be carrying them. Wait a minute. Where's Chiaki? Is she up there? She has to be, right? Because, like, I only have 2 of the stones, and I killed Door, which doesn't really count as Chiaki, right? So, like, where is she? Oh, hey, Kagutsuchi. I'm a little early, aren't I? Where is Chiaki? This place is gorgeous, by the way. Definitely thumbnail material. Huh. So it's not a cutscene, actually, so that means Chiaki could be up here. Ooh, save station over there, which is actually very easy to get to. Is there... oh, it's a save zone, actually. There's no new enemies here, okay. Also, that floor number, actually. I'm just gonna go over there right now, just in case she actually just appears right there, if, well, I don't know. I'm just gonna try it. So... she don't seem to be here yet. Oh. Does it matter? Eh, probably not. Well, I'm gonna head back, I guess. Just in case Chiaki's actually hidden somewhere. Kind of like how you can just completely miss Izamu if you just walk right past him, though he was a lot more straightforward because he was just a left turn and you got to him, so I'll have to figure out exactly where Chiaki is probably residing. And there is another lift area here, and a door, which will probably be a warp zone, so let's go up here first before I go through any warp zones. Because the big shiny block thing is a lot more special than, I guess, anything else, really. So, let's walk across this top part here, and is it... yeah, okay, so the other zones are actually located on the map as well. It's just very segmented, so it's very difficult to tell if they're actually in the same room. So I got confused and now I'm starting to babble to Mata. Who the hell are you? I can't understand a word you're saying. Oops. But we get a level up here. To both me and the Lilith. So now we get access to Megadola. High almighty damage to all foes. There we go. We no longer have Bolt Storm. Plus I have like 3 guys who have lightning. Actually 4. I think everyone in my team has lightning damage, so I don't really care. And we get Hellfang, which what this does is high physical damage to one foe, which is actually pretty strong. Simply because I don't have any fire skills. And Lilith wants to talk to me. I was watching your fights closely. You're good, better than I imagined. I feel like giving you something real special. And we received a magic mirror, which is actually very good because I did use up one of my magic mirrors earlier. So that was a very fantastic level up. So this looks like it's like 2 ways that would probably lead me somewhere. So let's see what this left area is. Well, it's pretty dark actually, so... Okay, so it leads me back here. So I can actually test out that door actually, because it really didn't take me that far. Of course, there is also the other drop-down zone from the right instead, but this is a warp zone here, which is probably taking me to the terminal, which I will actually gladly take because I just learned a new skill, so I will be doing that. Well, time to make you back at the cube, I suppose. Level up Rangda, which will get Makajamon, and a strength boost, I guess. What does this do? Curse, chance to inflict mute on all foes. We don't actually have a single curse on our team, so... that's tough, actually. It's too good stuff. I have too many good things on my team. Plus, it's probably not going to work on bosses anyway, so we don't need to worry about that. Mute, while is very good, really only affects the random encounters, so it's not all that amazing, I suppose. So I decided to walk all the way down to the bottom left corner, and there's actually a door here, which will probably lead to a warp zone, and let's see where this takes me. Wow. Okay. I've explored a majority of this southern area, lots of warp zones in the top area here. There's a lot of places to be, and a whole lot of it is just straight up dead ends, and you can barely, like, tell exactly where you've gone to, simply because, well, if you go up here, the most annoying part here is that you cannot tell where the invisible floor tiles are here, so you just kind of have to hope that you go up the right one, so you know which one had the floor tiles. Oh, this one seems to be exactly where I wanted to go, actually. So if I go this way instead, there should be light here that'll take me... This should take me across here, and it'll drop me down somewhere, right? Is this new, though? Let me open up the map. It is new, so that is a very good sign. Okay, so... Please be exactly where I need to go. This looks promising, I will say. And it takes me to the cash cube, which has a Soma droplet, which is okay. So at least we know how to get the cash cube then. But anyways, does this have any warp zones here? No, it's probably just here, which we've already been to. I am quite at a loss here. So if you take this lift area here, and then go down this little warp zone here. Last time I went through there, I went through this warp zone here. But if I head this way, there's actually a new area that I haven't been to just yet. And this looks new. That's a warp zone. Okay. This looks important. Here we go. This looks very promising. Okay, we've probably finally found Chiaki. That was a disaster. There was so much walking, so much warping. It took so long to find that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just go up this beautiful tower here of cubes. Oh, transition. Okay. But let's go up to this cube of light here, which is basically just an elevator. I wish cubes were real in real life. Let's see what this cube leads to. Ooh, this is promising, because there's another cube there, which probably means there's a chest over there, right? No. Nothing? Why are you here? Yeah, I guess those cubes were just there for show. Anyways, I went up this ramp here. Now we're at floor 444, which leads to some doors here, which I don't really trust, but I mean, I guess I could go in there just to see what it's about. Ooh, a guy here. Do you know? No. There's an incredible treasure hidden in this tower that can manipulate life itself. After climbing steep paths, falling, scraping your knees, cursing, and getting to the brink of despair, you may end up finding it. Ah. I guess I'll say yeah. Hey, you didn't make it this far, I guess you know already. Treasure? Did I find it already? I do not know. Very hidden, I suppose. Maybe this is the treasure all along. It's just this boss fight right here. Not here, actually. It's a little further, I suppose. I would have thought that, Really? Well, I suppose it's not all the way back, so it's not, like, the worst thing in the world. Let's go through this door. Oh. Okay. Oh, a chest! Yippee! Lifestone. Oh, well. I don't really care about the lifestones at this point. Do I really need lifestones? No, I do not. Ow. Maybe I do. Oh well, I'll just lymphoma. No big deal. Why is that? Why do you look like that? Well, it does look like a warp zone there. Yeah, you see how it's like a half cube there? So if I step here... Well, that's awkward. Let's go through this door. Oh. Cube! And also a way to the left, I suppose, which that looks like a warp zone. Let's see what's up here. I assume the warp zone will just take you to the safe station, so this has to be where I need to go, right? So I go through this door. It'll have... What the... Why would you do this to me? I have to go all the way back. Does right have any? Yes, it does. I need to get to that door, don't I? Well, this is gonna suck. Hopefully I can get there fast. And not waste everyone's time, including mine. This looks like it would be the only way to go, actually. So let me just head over there real quick. If only I could use Estoma so these encounters wouldn't bother me. However, Estoma doesn't even work against these guys because they're too high on the level. So it doesn't even matter if I have Estoma or not. And I'm down here. It is new, I will say. Door here. Huh. Big room. And I don't get to experience that room, I suppose. I'm down here now, which I have no idea what even is down here. I mean, it looks like it would be somewhere new, but at the same time, warp zone takes me here. Okay, I'll just walk around the death floor, I suppose, unless like a secret. There isn't. Okay, so there's no hidden floor death trap. There is a cube there, which usually means that the cube will lead me upwards, which will probably take me exactly where I need to go. Right? It does look like it, I suppose? No. So this is actually a warp zone, isn't it? I don't want to be here. No. No, I don't think I will. That's a dead end. Well, I suppose I have to go up and do all that again. Yippee. Level up 89, and we get Megadalone. And I'll boost... Yeah, sure, I'll boost magic, why not? Because I'm gonna get Megadalone, which is a massive almighty damage to all foes, so it's gonna replace the normal high Megadola. Very nice. Yeah, sure, I'll let it continue. And the full team has been recovered. Nice. I needed that. Nice. 2 level ups for Lilith and Rangda. So we got new skills here. More strength, obviously. Mana Surge, which, do we want this? I guess we can replace Allure, right? Because it doesn't work against bosses anyways. Or actually Mana Drain. Yeah, we don't need Mana Drain. So now we got Mana Surge. And also Hellfire, which is just a worst prominence, right? So, high fire damage to random foes, medium fire damage to random foes. Yep. We have prominence already, and there's also Avenge, which we also do not need. So, I suppose those are all the skills for those creatures, I suppose. Time to actually go down the real path, once and for all. You're never gonna believe this. So, instead of going that way, if you just turn this way, there's a new path that'll lead to the middle. So, all of that was avoidable. There could also be a pitfall somewhere around here, but I would have no idea until it actually happens. But this seems to be the right way to go, because there's actually an NPC over there that I can talk to. Get out of my face. I'm trying to progress this story. It's already been an hour of recording by far, and I'm going to be deleting so much of the footage because I do not want to sit through all of this. This is all going out of here. Get out of here. The encounter rate is absurd. If it isn't the Demi-Fiend. I'm surprised you have the nerve to even see us. Lady Chiaki is up ahead. Yosuka shall take the stone you have in your hands as well as your life. Bastard, I'm gonna kill Chiaki. Just like I did with the other two. Now then, I'm finally here. It's been the worst experience I've had in this game so far. So many warp zones, you have no idea where to go, and you just have to take one step to the right and see a pathway that is invisible, by the way, until you actually walk up to it. But now that I'm here, there is relief. We have Ongoki, Redo, and Rengda as our team, with lots of Tarokajas, and with me having almighty skills. It'll also be very good. Did I go back down? I did go back down. Whoopsie. We have full HP and MP. Let's do it. Will I enter? Absolutely. Let's do this one and done. We're gonna do it first try. I hope. Cool cutscene. Hello there. You look different. Is that your new form? Oh, right, I remember you, the wing.
You have done well to make it here.
Yep, it took so long.
Therefore, I will do you the honor of fighting to my fullest ability.
Yeah, sure, whatever, man. I'm already out. I'm also at my full ability. I did switch my magatama to the one that nullifies everything, so this will be very nice, except for Almighty, of course, so... It's not a completely cheat code here.
Dies here.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really need you.
We are adversaries, each upholding our own reason and contending for creation.
I'm the right one, obviously.
As
It's my reason who shall take forth.
Beyond shedding tears. We need not hesitate to fight each other. So, let us now decide who is truly superior. Challenge me with all your might.
I don't have that skill. Bright Might, Dark Might, and Regular Might, those were, very niche. Where's your arm? Did it turn into your wing? Okay, we get this boss fight again. Or the boss theme, I mean. So we got Megadalone, Frakugel, Tetrakan, Midohan, Deathbound, Focus, and Attack. So, first things first I'm gonna do is pass. Because I want to get as many buffs and debuffs as possible. So, what I should do actually is raise defense here. So I can minimize damage, obviously. And we're also going to greatly raise your attack and defense down. And then, with Rangda, is an easy Tetrakarn, obviously, because if I raise your attack, then you can only do physical almighty skills at that point. So that also means I can use you once again to either Dekaja or continue to buff. So now you have to be in a position where you need to either debuff us or cleanse yourself. Let's see what you do.
I ask you, what right do you have to become the creator?
I could ask you the same thing.
By my power, your true self shall be revealed.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. What are you gonna do, analyze me? Hail Bane. Miss? What is that even supposed to do? Kill me? I hope not. Okay. Let's keep going for some buffs here. So, evasion is obviously very good. Yeah, I will do Superkash here. And Raido will pass, simply because I don't want to really risk anything here, and I also want to get as many debuffs as possible, so that you're forced to cleanse yourself or remove our buffs. So we're going to keep doing that. And we can also, yeah, buff more attack. And then let's go for, I suppose I can just hit you just to test it out, right? Let's hit you. Okay, normal attacks are fine, and also that did a lot of damage. That's fine. Yeah, I believe most of us block that anyways, so we're good. So I will now go into focus into Raikugo once it's around my turn again. And you can do the same thing to go for Dark Sword. And then Raido can go for... I could go for another defense down, right? So, where is it? Actually, I don't need to do that. I'll pass, and then I can go for Debilitate. Because I did Debilitate, I believe, twice before already, you should now have negative defense, basically. So let's go for a Fraggle, and if we get a crit, we can go for a Dark Sword. Boom! Nice, 6,000 almighty damage, and let's go for a Dark Sword. Boom! 3,000, and she's almost dead already.
I will fight you with my all, and our fates shall be revealed.
So let's see if she cleanses the buffs, and removes any buffs. Divine Will. Oh, that's like a cool version of Ose. Oh. Well, that's not good. So we now know exactly how much health the Baal avatar has. That's a lot of health. But I still have my buffs. So that's not all that bad, but what I need to do is we're gonna pass actually, because what we need to do is greatly lower defense of all foes, and then we're going to possibly, yeah, we can Tetrakarn here, and then I do want to heal because I still have focus active since it hasn't technically been the next turn yet. Yep. So now it's our turn again, and since focus is active, I could just go for a Deathbound, right? But these two could potentially reflect my attacks. Also, they're called Floris Halal and Ose Halal. Or Halal. Is it Halal? Huh. I guess I never checked the spelling for that anyways. Let's go for a Kugel and just kill this guy on the right. Because the healer is the most devastating out of all of them. So let's go for probably a Dekaja to remove the attack buffs I gave them. And then you can go for a pass. So we're just going to pass here, just so I can spend my time actually going for meaningful buffs here, like Tetrakarn here. Because then I can skip your turns, essentially. So I'll just normal hit you just to see if it's possible, right? Okay, normal hits are fine, actually. Chaos Blade, that's okay, because we reflect all of that. And I can go for Deathbound, actually. Crit. Nice, we get the crit, so I'm fine, because if one of them doesn't resist physical, I'm pretty sure all of them don't, which was basically my gamble there, and it worked out. So let's go for more Tarokajas, and then Raido can go for another greatly lower defense for everybody. And then, with Rangda, I can just Dekaja to remove that. And then I can just gamble and just go for a Deathbound here. Nice, we get the crit, and we get rid of the healer. And most importantly, I can raise defense, simply so that the main character doesn't die to almighty damage. Okay, this is fine, because I will lock that, and we also get evasion here. And let's go for a focus into maybe another Deathbound after I raise attack once more. So let me just raise physical attack. Okay, we're not at limit reach, which is very nice. And you should be able to do some damage now as well, so let's go for the crit. This is high crit rate, by the way. Okay, we don't get the crit, obviously. Okay, whatever, man. I guess what I should do then is... I guess I'll just pass and then Meterhan again, so I don't risk dying to almighty damage. Even if I have Endure, it's still kind of risky. Okay, we're good. We just get the block here, and that means we can now do Deathbound for free here with an extra boost to the first hit, which is on the left guy, which is fine. And now we can simply go for focus, double focus actually, into plenty of death. So I'll pass with you, and then I can debilitate, but I could also just go for another... Oh, I guess I should just do something here, actually. So I'll just debilitate, because on the top right, it'll just pass the action regardless. So let's go for a focus here. There's only two things that can happen. You either attack us, or you remove our buffs. These die, that's fine. I'm not at risk of dying at all, because we have defense up. We have defense up, and your attack is down. Yep, very little damage. So our buffs are fantastic, and now we should be free to just go for a Frykugel here, which will do probably 6,000 or more if I crit. 8,000 damage. Which Oh. Wow. Yeah, I forgot about the Deathbounds as well, so we did so much damage, and we defeated Chiaki with ease. Thanks to our lovely Magatama that blocks everything. And we get Madoon, which is a very terrible skill, isn't it? High chance to kill one foe? Yeah, terrible. Get out of here. And you'll get Blight next, which is not that bad, actually, because it's an AoE attack. And sure, you can talk to me. My supplies are yours. And we got a Wagtail Plume. And that is Chiaki down. Nice wing, buddy. I'm gonna tear it off. And you're in pieces now.
Your strength
What happened?
was superior to mine.
Hey, your voice is back to normal.
Why? Why won't you accept Yosuga when you possess such strength?
I don't know. You should have joined me. And we get the final stone. Cool. We obtained the Heaven Stone. That makes sense. There's a whole lot of angel guys that was kind of a part of it. But now then, it feels so good. Oh, as I was saying, it feels so good to finally beat her up after going through that hell of a floor, by the way, that took me an hour to get through, which sucks. But since we've got that all sorted out, I think now, I will probably make my way back up to that save station. Next time on Shin Megami Tensei III. We're gonna put our stones into those pillows over there. And it'll be very cool. So we're about to finish this game once and for all. This is a very fun game, I will not lie. It's been a very nice journey here, but I'm gonna get into that as soon as the next episode starts, where I'm gonna talk about and reminiscence about everything, and it'll be good. See you next time. Bye-bye.